Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Stewart NINSIIMA is my name. I'm a 10-year-old climate justice activist. I go to KHARIS STEM schools. I'm the author of the Little Art Soldiers book and the leader of the best team in the world, the Little Art Soldiers. With me, I came with a few pioneers. Could you please stand up for recognition? Yes. They are really amazing and they really work hard towards this climate crisis. So the Little Art Soldiers are a generation, or let me say a young army of children that care and fight for the earth. As we delve deeper into the climate crisis, we found out that the biggest problem is a very big knowledge gap. And that is why we spread awareness through different arts, for example, poetry, dance, music, drama, rap, etc. Personally, I have written a Little Art Soldiers book to teach children, or let me say people, about climate change in a simplified and fun way. So the Little Art Soldiers do community outreach programs where we visit schools and teach children about climate change and what part they can play. We also visit slums, teach the less privileged children who maybe have not gotten a chance to study such stuff or have never even stepped into school. So we teach them what is affecting them and what part they can play to make their future brighter. We also have a briquette making project, or let me say a behavior change campaign, where we visit different homesteads and teach people about climate change still and change their mindsets. We give them free briquettes that change their mindsets from charcoal use to briquette use. Did you know that 95% of Uganda's population relies on charcoal and firewood use? Yes. So this is meant to reduce on the rate of deforestation. We also do charity. For example, we visited Karamoja. We visited the different homesteads there and visited the Kochido Health Center and donated food to those different places. We also have a tree planting project in Kanungu, and we believe that by the end of this year, we should be able to have planted over 1,000 palm oil trees. We have recruited over 3,000 Little Art Soldiers, and we believe that by the end of this year, we should have recruited over 500,000 Little Art Soldiers. So when I heard that the theme of this much needed event was to do with innovation, something leaped in my heart. When we look around, we see that the industries are given more room to keep on producing single-use plastic. Of course, making massive profits from their packaging at our expense. And to the consumers, we feel good, we buy as much plastic as we can, put it in the bin. Somebody tells us innovation, #technology will solve the problem. We are all about our lives, nothing needs to change. We live our good lives. But did you know that 90% of single-use plastic is never recycled when discarded? Yes, even the one that comes with those arrows, those arrows that chase each other. It weighed on my heart when I learned that plastic takes over 400 to 500 years to decompose. Do not start me on polythene bags. These ones take even over 1,000 years to degrade. And by this I mean they never decompose. They just photodegrade into microplastic streets or busy choking our drainage and sewer systems. Now wait. Before you distance yourself from this plastic problem, I'm referring to that bottled water that you buy every day. But before I continue, I would like us to please give a very, it's a thumbs up for the first time I've seen a conference without single-use plastic. Thank you so much. So, I'm referring to that bottled water that you buy every day, straws, cutlery, disposable cups, chocolate packets, Gorilla packets, etc. See, we are all guilty of some sort of plastic addiction. When I look at this around this room, I see brilliant minds that have been blessed to live past their 30s. But sadly, by the time I am 30, this problem would have tripled. And if nothing is done, in fact, by 2050, I will be 37 years old. This problem would have quadrupled because we see that over $400 billion is being invested into new plastic plants. You want us to swim in a tsunami of plastic waste? I have a lot to question about the circular economy of plastics. Majority of this plastic ends up in the environment or in the atmosphere. Plastic isn't a valuable raw material like the makers want us to believe. Instead, it is a problem that needs to be gotten rid of. As the innovators in this room and out there figure out how to reuse, reduce, and recycle the already existing mess, we need to push the makers to higher levels of sustainable innovation, whereby they rethink their packaging on how best to serve us without choking Mother Earth. Without choking Mother Earth. As a country, it takes making painful and deliberate decisions. For example, banning single-use plastic. We can do without polythene bags. If our sister countries have taken this bold step, we can do it too. And to the leaders in this room and out there, single-use plastic pollution is a social right as well as environmental. And I wouldn't have represented my generation well if I didn't say it is a children's right. Excuse me. If you say that you love us and you're securing a future for us, then leave us a natural home to live in. And as I conclude, love is the most powerful renewable resource that can stop this climate crisis. Just love us a little more. Thank you.
I think we can give her a better hand clap.